101.9 Cool FM. I'm over the moon. Chike right there, but I couldn't let the song play through because I caught somebody or some interesting people here in the studio with me. In case you did not know, my name is BROWN, Mr. Brown. You can call me the Big Two. You can call me Chiedu. You can call me whatever you want. Call me and I'll answer. All right. So you're tuned into a brand new show. It's called Money Minutes or Money 50 Minutes, depending on how you want to look at it, with United Capital PLC. On this show, we'll be sharing tips and tricks on how to manage your personal finance, make informed financial decisions, and ultimately navigate your way to financial freedom. In the studio with me, I got Louis, right? Yeah, please pronounce your last name. I didn't want to mispronounce it, so that's why I just said your first name. So it's Louis Akpoveso. Akpoveso. Yeah, I grew up in South, so I did try. All right, Louis is a strategy and technical analyst at United Capital PLC here in Abuja. All right, so today we'll be discussing how to grow your wealth. So sharp before we go on a break, if you have any questions, simply send a message to 080-999-20275. All right, that is 080-999-20275. Or you can call in. It is 0700-969-0000. All right, you can send your questions on Twitter as well and tag at United CAP, United Cap, using hashtag Money Minute with UCAP. There's so much I and Lucy are going to be talking about today. But first, we're going to have to go on a break, hear what our sponsors here have to say, and then when we come back, I'm gonna dig into Louis and have that conversation about how to grow your money and become financially stable or financially independent. That's the word. All right, here we go.
It's one thing to desire wealth. It's another thing to achieve it. It's one thing to work for money. It's another thing to make money work for you. To take your finances to the next level, you need someone to show you the ropes. At United Capital PLC, we provide you with the support you need to achieve your financial goals. Whether it's capital raising, trustee services, stock trading, mutual funds, or loans, our seasoned financial advisors are available to help you make the best investment decisions. For more information on our services, go to www.unitedcapitalplcgroup.com or visit us at any of our offices in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kano, Kaduna, Warri, Onitsha, Ibadan, and Ghana. United Capital PLC, the intelligent choice.
It ain't cool if it ain't playing on Cool FM. Turn it up!
Let's go! Yes, it is the intelligent choice, United Capital. And of course, if you don't know, you would have to react to whatever is happening around you. So it's time for you to learn. Like I said, I got Louis here in the studio with me. Louis, how are you doing?
I'm bouncing in the Lord. Thank you so much, Mr. Brown.
All right, it's bouncing in the Lord. All right. You know, when somebody's talking about money, there's this ability to just be happy all the time. So for the listeners who aren't familiar, can you tell us about United Capital PLC?
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Brown, for having me. So United Capital PLC, we are a financial services bank, right? We're an investment bank. And over the years, over 50 years, people have known us as different things. People know us as UBA Capital, some people know us as United Capital PLC. And basically, we have 5 businesses: asset management, trustees, securities, consumer finance, wealth management, right? So what we do basically is we offer financial services to any and everybody that needs any of those services, right? And like I said, we've been in existence for over 50 years, so we actually know what we're talking about.
If it was a human being, 50 years is not a joke. So
understand?
It's a long time to be doing this business, which is wonderful. So let's begin with the subject matter of today. We're talking about stocks. Now, it is not just the people or the person listening that is interested. I am personally interested because, investments and finance is a very good way to grow your money and not be broke all the time. Yes, I know you are listening to me right now. You're saying, where am I going to get money? You get money by making money, okay? So we frequently hear people talk about stocks, shares, equities, and the like. So what exactly is a stock, and how does the stock market operate? Pretty simple.
Thank you so much, Mr. Brown. So stocks, shares, equity, basically what they are is they are a security that represents ownership, right, of a fraction of a corporation. So you own a small fraction of a corporation. That means you have a share in that corporation. That means you are a shareholder because literally you're holding a share
of the.
You know what? Let's even just use a short fun example. Let's just assume that Cool FM wanted to export to Mars. Everybody's doing it. Elon Musk is there, so why not?
Well, why not?
So they wanted to go to Mars, but they need to raise some money. Right?
To go to Mars.
And then what they need to do now is they need to come into the stock market, or they need to come into the capital market where we have everybody, right? All the individuals, all the corporates, they are all there. We are now going to say, okay, you know what? It's a pizza. Just imagine like a pizza box. You place it there and you say that this pizza box is what we want to use to go to Mars. If you're interested in this kind of, adventure, you can take a slice for a particular price.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, what you have is several different people having slices of pizza called shares. And then Cool FM having their money to go to Mars.
To go to Mars, to finance basically what they want to do.
Exactly.
So basically, if Cool FM made money, all the people who had a slice of the pizza make money with Cool FM.
Increase in value.
Interesting. So a person automatically becomes a co-owner, or in this case, like I love the example that you use, you get a piece of the pie when you buy shares in a company. That's pretty easy, right? So what kind of companies are listed on the Nigerian stock market? I'm sure off the top of my head I can mention a few. Do you understand?
You can try.
No, I'm not gonna try. Do you understand? But I would like to know, all right, you tell me, you're the professional, let me not go and jabber. You understand? All right, so tell me some of the companies listed on the Nigerian stock market.
Well, if you had tried, you may not have been wrong. The worst would have been that they are now thinking about it, right? So, but we have over 160 companies, listed on the Nigerian
That's a lot.
exchange. It's a lot. And basically any company that is looking for funding from the capital market, from the public, you just have to pass through some, will I call it, rigorous checks.
Yeah, so that you don't go and waste people's money when they bring it. Yeah. It's really important.
So several sectors: manufacturing, telecommunications, finance, agriculture. Almost everybody's there.
Almost everybody's there and you are not there. I don't know what you're doing, man. It's about time for you to make money. And don't forget, I have Louis here in the studio with me. He's here from United Capital Plc, the Abuja office, and they've been doing this for 50 years. So if somebody has been, let's say for example now, the person has been doing carpentry work for 50 years. By the time you come and meet him in the end, he will do it the way you take and do it to be like magic in your eyes. So it is important that they have the experience. It is important that they have the means. And now today we're talking about stocks. He's told us what stocks are. He's told us a couple of things. So we know what stocks are. We know that people can make money from them. So how do people make money? How do we get a slice of the pie, to use your own analogy?
Yeah, so fantastic question, Mr. Brown, right? The best way to make money through stocks, first of all, disclaimer, you need to have somebody advising you.
Yes, it's not beans.
It's a rigorous exercise. Beans. It's a rigorous exercise. And even if it was beans, it will be the type that doesn't boil quick. It's a rigorous exercise, right? So you need somebody to advise you. But basically there are two ways that people can make money from stocks. There's dividends and then there's capital appreciation. We already know about capital appreciation in that the value of a stock rises based off of the activities that the company embarks on. And then dividends is sort of like a bribe. I like to call it a bribe to hold that stock. The longer you hold a stock,
the more money you get,
the more the value
increases. Sorry, that's the word. Let me not say money like that. The more you hold the stock, the more the value increases.
So some companies want you to actually hold on to their stock. That's why they issue dividends. We actually have a 1 hour webinar on that.
Interesting.
I'm telling you. So United Capital on YouTube, we have that 1 hour webinar. You can do a deep dive into what
and find out everything you need. That's very informative. In fact, so it's very interesting that there's nobody on the face of the earth that would tell me that making money is not important to them. So let me know. Call into the studio or send in a message 0700-969-0000. Let me know if you got any questions. You can call in and ask. You just got like 30 seconds, or easily you can just send in a message 080-999-20275. I hope that wasn't too fast. 080-999-20275. Call in, send in a message. Let me know if you have any questions for Louis, because Louis is here to answer your question, although I'm going to kick him out of my studio very soon. But he's definitely here to answer all your questions. So he's been telling us about stocks and dividends and how to make money from the stock market. So in your opinion, or in United Capital's opinion, when is the best time to buy stock?
It's important to. There is a best time to buy stock, first off, right? But it's also important to, like I said earlier, onboard a financial advisor. And if you're not speaking to United Capital on financial advisory, I really don't know what you're doing.
You're on a long thing.
You're on a very, very long thing, right? So there are several things that you need to know to, think about before you know what the right time is. Several factors, the price factor, the profitability of the company, nature of the business, several
which is why you need a professional.
Why you need a professional.
Don't just go and jump and the thing. Here's the thing that always makes me laugh. So people, I trade in, I buy stocks and I do all that, and people always like, oh no, that's not a good way to make money. It's steady, it's straightforward, and if you have somebody, the right person or the right company advising you, the odds of you losing money as opposed to making money is very small, because they in and of themselves make sure that they want their clients to make money. So we're gonna let United Capital do a little talking again, but once we come back, you still have the chance to call in and send a message. Here we go.
Making money? That can be hard. Saving money? That can be harder. But investing your money? That should be a breeze. At United Capital Plc, ease and accessibility are our watchwords. Our investment solutions are tailor-made to help you grow your wealth. With our Invest Now platform, you can invest in Naira and dollar-denominated mutual funds, stocks, trusts, and even access loans, all from the comfort of your mobile phone. To get started, visit www.investnow.ng. Download the Invest Now app from Play Store or App Store. United Capital PLC, the intelligent choice.
96.9 Cool FM.
The intelligent choice. I always like that tagline because it kind of does convey what United Capital is trying to do. I still got Louis Akpoveso. I hope I still got that correctly. Cheers, cheers. All right, so I still got Louis here in the studio with me, and we've been talking about stock and how to get stock, what stock is, what stocks are, and all that. So here is the next question. I've been asking him a couple of questions. If you have your own questions to ask, 080-999-20275. You can send in a message, or you can call in on 0700-969-0000. So I got another question for Louis here, my homie. So what are some factors one should consider when purchasing shares in a company, or basically a slice of the pie?
Yeah, fantastic question. The first thing you need to have is interest. So for me, my stock portfolio is made up of several finance, because that's what I'm interested in.
So basically
you need to have that interest first off.
Okay.
Right. So that's what propels you to be able to say, now let me go and look at the other factors, which are, profitability of the company, what's the nature of the business that this company does, what's the history, do they pay dividends, do they not pay dividends, how have their stock appreciated over time, but you need to first have interest in it.
So basically, if you like agriculture, you should focus more on agricultural companies, telecommunications, and so on and so forth.
Exactly. Interest plays a really, really large role. But then again, let's not also forget the role of having a financial, advisor.
It cannot be overstated.
I tell you so.
It cannot be overstated. So we have a question here on our WhatsApp portal. It said, "Hello, Blessing here. Is there a risk to this?" That is the question she's asking. You still can ask questions. 080-999-20275. Send in a message via WhatsApp. But Blessing is asking, is there risk? Oh, we have questions coming in. So please, Louis, is there risk to this? That is Blessing's question.
I don't think there's any investment opportunity on earth that doesn't have risk, right? So it just depends on how much risk. And we have more or less nullified how much risk you're going to be taking on. If you already have somebody that's advising you, we have a full, almost a 7-8 man team of researchers that work day in, day out to recommend stocks on a weekly basis.
Make sure that you got all your ducks in a row, all right?
Exactly.
So that even if there is risk, it can be managed.
Exactly.
Or according to what Louis, there are financial people doing this research for you, so it's really important. All right, so United Capital are here in the studio. They're about to leave, but I just feel it pertinent to tell you, you can catch them next week, Wednesday, for a very new episode of Money Minute with UCAP. All right, so you can go follow them on all social media platforms. They are United Capital PLC on YouTube and on Instagram, and on Twitter, they are United CAP. So United Cap. You need to go check them out. You need money to make money, but in order to make money, you need to make money. You understand? So you need to be able to be financially secure and financially independent, so that some people, to avoid say finish is very important. All right, so this is still your number one hit music station, and this was the Money Minute with UCAP. United Capital is here, and they will be here next week, so you definitely need to be here. Thank you so much, Louis.
Thank you so
for
very
doing
much,
this,
Mr. Brown.
Until we meet again, my people, my person, you listening to me. If you did not get your questions in today, trust me, next week when we come back, we'll definitely get your questions in, all right? It is still your number one hit music station, 969 Cool FM. Here we go.
Your number one. Abuja.